Well, hello and welcome. I'm Karen Brook and welcome to another cup of tea and a conversation. I hope you're having a lovely day and a great week. I wanted to come on today and share with you some of my favorite affirmations. I was thinking about what would be really beneficial for you at the moment and how I could best serve you. And I thought today we would talk about some affirmations and share with you 5 of my favorite affirmations. They're affirmations that I've used on and off over the years that I go to, and I know that you'll really benefit from them. But before we get into sharing these with you, let's just talk a little bit about why affirmations are powerful and what they really are. Affirmations are essentially a positive statement to yourself about yourself and the results that you want to create and what it is that you want. Affirmations help you focus. And when we talk about focusing, what we're doing is focusing your energy towards what you want. And when you're not focused, you're going to tap into the loudest vibration in the room or the energy of things potentially that you don't want. And that will be the level that you're at. And so I want to put you in a position where you can start to support yourself in a greater way, thinking about what you do want and the results that you do want to create. So these are just 5 simple little affirmations that you can use. You could use them all. You could choose one that really resonates with you, one that's right for where you are at the moment, what you're looking to support yourself with, and you can get involved with some repetition around it. So that's really what an affirmation is. It helps you direct your energy towards what you want and guide your conscious mind in impressing the thoughts and ideas and the feelings of what you really want. When you're saying an affirmation, it's important that you also get emotionally involved with it or that you feel it. You let yourself feel the truth of the statement that you're making and declaring for yourself. The more emotionally involved you get behind it, the more repetition you get with it, the stronger it'll start to impress upon your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is your powerhouse. It's the part of your mind that actually executes about 95 to 97% of your results. So what we want to do is we want to move that affirmation from the conscious mind and impress it upon the subconscious mind where your feelings, your behaviors, your beliefs, everything comes from. And then that part of your mind actually goes on to create your results. So it's not what you're aware of consciously. It's not what you're thinking about consciously. It's what's really buried in your subconscious mind that manifests in physical results. So one of the reasons why it's handy, it's powerful to use affirmations and to have some go-to affirmations is when you find yourself drifting off and focusing in a direction that doesn't serve you. If you haven't consciously thought about the alternative, you don't have anywhere to go. You have the thoughts and ideas that are programmed in your subconscious mind. We're on autopilot most of the time. Like I say, 95 to 97% of the way you live, the way you create, the way you think comes from your subconscious mind, and only a very small percentage comes from the conscious mind. So when we're in a situation where things are happening around us or outside of us, it's very easy to go to the status quo, the way you've been programmed to respond or react in a situation, unless you've actually thought about an alternative. And there is always an alternative thought, feeling, or action that can complement any situation or circumstance that you face. So what I'm going to give you today is some alternative ways of thinking and focusing at the moment. And like I say, you can use these in any quantity or any way. You might even make your own. And I encourage you to do that. Write something that really resonates with you. The basis of an affirmation is that it is a positive statement. It's written in the present tense. The reason why we want it to be in the present tense is because your subconscious mind can only accept, it cannot reject. At a conscious level, you can reject ideas. You can say, I don't want to think that, or that's not really in harmony with what I want to create, or I choose something different. But whatever idea you get emotionally involved with, you give emotion to, you immediately impress upon your subconscious mind. And that then controls how you feel, how you're responding or reacting, the vibration that you're in, and what you'll be able to create moving forward. The other thing to remember about thoughts is that they don't recede into the past, they actually project into the future. And your thoughts and feelings today are laying the foundation for what you'll experience in the future, which is also another really good reason why to have a couple of go-to affirmations that you can support yourself with. If you find your mind and your thoughts going off in a direction that doesn't serve you or your family or your community or your business, you can use an affirmation just to soothe yourself, to move yourself back to that neutral vibration, where you can then start to look for a better and better thought or feeling to support and resource yourself and really create from within. The other thing about affirmations, we spoke about them being in the present tense, didn't we? I've told you about that already. And that's because it's the present tense because that's what the subconscious mind is accepting. If we talk about something happening in the future, then it's always going to stay in the future because your subconscious mind is always going to keep it in the future. It's like when you say, I'm going to try to do something. Well, your subconscious mind is going to help you try to do it. And while it's helping you try, it can't help you succeed. So, you want to claim success. You want to claim wealth. You want to use the I am statement. I am so happy and grateful now that, and whatever comes after now that's the present tense result that you want to experience, that you want to be affirming as part of your being. As we're affirming and we're moving that affirmation from our conscious mind to the subconscious mind, your intellectual mind to your emotional mind, the subconscious mind is in every cell of your being. So you're flooding your body with that energy of that feeling. So you want to try when you're doing your affirmations to attach the feelings to it. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I am happy, wealthy, successful, letting everything flow free and easy. Whatever comes afterwards, you really want to feel it. And the more you do it, let yourself feel the truth of it and accept it as your truth, accept it as a belief for you. With those affirmation statements, I actually thought today I might share, I guess it's a little bit more like a little prayer statement than perhaps an affirmation. It was one that I wrote a couple of weeks back. I was sitting here looking out at the beautiful wealth of ocean and a beautiful ocean, I should say. I think of it as wealth because when I look at it, it's a lot like wealth. It's always there. It's ever present. It's always flowing. The tide goes out, the tide comes back in. And that's the law of rhythm. That's how life is. And when I was sitting here and I was looking at the ocean and thinking about it as wealth and prosperity and abundance, and it's always there, ever present in infinite quantities. There's no end to it, which is like the ocean. You can never see the end of the ocean. I wrote this little affirmation, but it's probably not so much like an affirmation. It's more like a statement or a prayer. Take and use it however it resonates with you. I love it. I think it's an easy go-to. And this is where you want to transcribe these. I'm not going to give you any handout or anything with these affirmations. I want you to sit down and actually take out a pen and paper and transcribe these affirmations and statements I'm going to give you. What you're doing when you do that is the writing part calms your mind and it has you focus. The amount of neurons that have to fire in your brain to actually pick up a pen and write really can calm. It brings order to the mind. It calms the vibration, it calms the feeling, and it starts to direct your attention to the words on the page. What you'll also notice when you're writing, when you're transcribing these affirmations, is you're talking to yourself. So you're actually talking yourself into the state of being that you truly desire, which is really powerful in helping to stay in control from within. So the first little prayer, I guess it's a little bit like a prayer blessing, you could call it, and it goes like this. God of supply, be with me today and gift to me all that I have asked for with perfect divine timing. Now, if you're not comfortable with the word God, you might replace that with source of supply. Source of supply, be with me today and gift to me all that I have asked for with perfect divine timing. Call upon, recognize that you are connected with this power flowing to and through you, and just connect your mind with that power. God of supply, you are infinite. It is here. It is ever present. Acknowledge it. Welcome it in. Gift to me all that I have asked for with perfect divine timing. So there's the first one to start off with. Another thing that you can do just generally, another little tip, is just soothe yourself. If you've ever looked at any of Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks' work, she often talks about this. Just soothe yourself. When we're moving from a state of fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, it's probably not logical to think that you can move immediately in one pivot, in one sweeping move, to a really happy, upbeat, enthusiastic self. But what you can do is you can move yourself out of the fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, or the negative state, and you can move yourself to a more neutral state. And then from that more neutral state, you can reach for a thought or a feeling or an idea more in alignment with what you want: hope, gratitude, appreciation, expectation, anticipation, those sort of feelings. So you can just, if you notice your thoughts being impacted negatively by things going on around you, and you're finding it a little heavy on you, you can just say to yourself, I'm doing fine. Everything's okay. I'm just fine. There's nothing serious going on here. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm just where I need to be. Everything's fine. Everything's working out for me. And you can just talk to yourself just like that, that you just everything's okay. And you just talk, you can even speak out loud, a little rampage, and you just sort of talk yourself to a more neutral state. Just soothe yourself like you would soothe a baby or soothe a child, or someone who is sad or hurt. Just actually speak to yourself like that. And then from there, you can start to say, everything is always working out for me. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm so healthy, wealthy, fit. I'm so grateful for my health, the health of my family, the health of my friends, the health of my community. I'm so happy and grateful now that everything is working out, that every day in every way we're getting better and better. And just anything like that. You're just starting to really talk yourself back into a more neutral, a better vibration. Then from there, it's easier to find those more abundant thoughts of health, wealth, happiness, more money, expectation, appreciation. You can sort of move yourself into that better place. And this is something that you have the ability to do right now. You don't need to look outside of yourself at all. This is something that you already have, your mental faculties. You might not be using them very effectively at the moment, living more from the outside in through what you're seeing and hearing and observing around you, and you're letting that influence you. But this is something that you do have the ability to do, to transcribe these affirmations, be in control of the way, what you're focusing on. When you focus your thoughts, you start to focus your energy towards what you want, and you have your mental faculties, your ability to think, your ability to image a new idea for yourself, the ability to focus. You might be weak in using these mental faculties, but they are there, and you can develop them with some of these little strategies that I'm giving you here today. All right. This affirmation that I'm going to give you now, so we'll go through these 5 affirmations that I've loved using over the years for different reasons. This affirmation was one that Bob Proctor gave to me. Actually, it was February 2016. And I remember being at a consultant training with him and standing in the corner and crying on his shoulder about a couple of circumstances that were going on in my life. And he gave me this affirmation, which I'll now give to you. And it says, I am so happy and grateful now that I let everything in my life flow free and easy. I only focus on those things that serve me towards my greater good. And that word let, you want to put it in capitals and underline it. That's the key. I let everything in my life flow free and easy. I only focus on those things that serve me towards my greater good. So when we talk about focusing, again, we're focusing our thoughts, we're focusing our energies towards the things that serve you towards your greater good. The images of your goal, the results you want to create this year, the images and ideas that are going to make you feel good, that are what you want. So transcribe that affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I let everything in my life flow free and easy. I only focus on those things that serve me towards my greater good. And you can learn that, you can write it out, you just repeat it, carry it a little card on you in your pocket. have it around the house, save it as a screensaver on your phone, and remind yourself, look at it, see it often, say it often. You might even stand in the mirror and repeat these affirmations. Choose the one that really you feel is right for you right now. And you stand there and you just look at yourself and learn it and use it and use it. And what you're going to find is it starts to become part of you. It takes on a life within you, and you start to become the affirmation. You start to you actually notice yourself relaxing and breathing, and you let everything flow, and you're just going to focus on the things that serve you to your greater good. Okay, next one. I am so happy and grateful now that everything is always working out for me. I'm doing fine. Everything is just fine. That's another really lovely, soothing affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that everything is always working out for me. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. All right, next one, very simple one here that you could use. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am healthy, wealthy, and happy. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm healthy, wealthy, and happy. You might want to add a little bit extra after that, maybe around an income goal or a sales goal or anything to do with those concepts. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm healthy, wealthy, and happy. I'm easily earning da 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 da. Whatever your sales goal is, your monthly goal, your weekly goal, your income goal. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm healthy, wealthy, and happy. I've easily and effortlessly released 10 kilos of weight that I no longer needed in my life. If you're on a healthy, I'm so happy and grateful now that I choose healthy, nutritious food to nourish my body every day in every way. I'm feeling fitter and healthier. You might add something like that off the end of that affirmation. I love this one. I wrote this one probably a couple of years ago again, and I really like this one as well. I am so happy and grateful now that I am aware that I am the source through which others experience greater good in their life. I let my light shine all over the world, and everyone who comes in contact with my energy is prosperous. Isn't that beautiful? I'll say it again. I am so happy and grateful now that I am aware that I am the source through which others experience greater good in their life. I let my light shine all over the world, and anyone who comes in contact with my energy is prosperous. That's beautiful. If you're in business, if you're in service, you might want to use that one to really connect yourself to helping other people. But I think that affirmation is relevant for everybody. You are the source of supply. You are source energy. You are pure positive energy. Nothing in the universe creates without you being part and parcel of the co-creator of it. And you are connected with this energy, and you are going out there right now, and your vibration, your energy is impacting upon other people. So you are the source of supply that other people can experience greater good from having come in contact with you. And anyone that does come in contact with your energy is prosperous. You let your light shine. You let the good, the free-flowing, beautiful energy flow to and through you, connecting and positively impacting everybody that you come in contact with. And this last one here is a money affirmation. We could talk affirmations all day long, but this is a money affirmation. And again, this is one that Bob Proctor uses. It's very, very powerful. We start to teach it in some of my coaching. It is this. I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Beautiful, beautiful money affirmation. See, when you're focusing on earning more or creating more, you don't want just enough. You want an abundance. You want more than enough. You want it to be free flowing. And that is the way the big money flows, where you let the big money flow. You let yourself be in harmony with receiving all the money that you truly need, that you desire to live how you want to live. Now, the amount of money that I might desire to live how I want to live might be different to how much money you want to have to live how you want to live. But it makes no difference. You want to understand that the source of supply is infinite, and that you can have what you want and it's always there and it's free flowing. And you want to build the belief within your self-image paradigm, within your subconscious mind, that that more money is always flowing to you in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. There is no lack or limitation aside from the mental energy that you give to it. And what we want to do is have you start to really focus on what you do want. And with whatever affirmation you decide to create, this is just a little entry point into the power of what we're really doing here is just helping you to understand that you can be in control and you can control the flow. And having a go-to, having already thought about, because you know that your mind, your subconscious mind, might be programmed to focus on the lack or limitation, or to worry or doubt or be fearful of certain situations or circumstances. And so if you are, you're deciding in advance what your response is going to be. You're deciding in advance, you're giving yourself a go-to affirmation or statement that you can ground yourself in, to guard your mind, to make sure that you're focused on what you want, not what you don't want, and just whatever's going on around you, to really resource yourself. Write it on a card, put it somewhere you can see, whichever one is relevant for you right now, with where you're at in business, in life, wherever it is, and use it when you find yourself moving in a direction that's not going to serve you or your family or your business or your situation. Focus on moving yourself back to that better place, focusing the energy in the direction that you do want, because everything is energy. Law of vibration says everything vibrates, nothing rests, and we attract what we're in harmony with. So if we're in a low vibration, all we can attract is what we're in harmony with in that low vibration. When we tune our thoughts, feelings, and ideas to what we want, what feels better, what we more desire to experience, we're moving to a better vibration, a better frequency, and then we can attract everything that we're in harmony with at that level. So just to sum up today, number one, take the time to transcribe these, whether you use them or not, or whether you use all of them or not. You'll find benefit just in sitting down and writing, and notice the difference that makes to how you feel on the other side of it. Understand that if you're in a very low vibration, consumed by fear, doubt, worry, or anxiety, it's not reasonable to expect you to be able to move straight to that high end of the spectrum, expectation, gratitude, love, appreciation. But what you can do is move to a bit of a more neutral state. So I'm doing just fine. Everything's okay. Everything is okay. I'm doing just fine. And then you start to look for, you know what, things are going to get better. It's okay. Like, this is going to turn around. I'm feeling better. And before you know it, you're back up to the affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm easily earning $10,000 a week, or I'm easily selling 3 new properties this week. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm fit, healthy, and wealthy. I feel fitter and healthier every day. I'm so grateful for my family being healthy and my friends being healthy, and the health of our communities and towns, and you're thinking health. So you're flooding your body and energy, and you're putting out that vibration, and you will be able to positively impact the people around you just by you showing up in that state. Every day in every way, people are looking for leadership, and they're looking for people who understand this, who can be a positive influence by demonstrating, not through their words that they know what they're talking about, but through their vibration and their actions. When you show up and you really understand this, and you're demonstrating it in the way you are conducting yourself and navigating your business, your leadership, your family life, your community, people want that, and they're looking for it, because so few people really understand this. So I hope that you can take away just a little 1 or 2 little snippets of something of value from today's cup of tea and a conversation, and you can start to use these affirmations, use them on yourself. I wouldn't go projecting them onto everyone. You need to just need an affirmation. You just need to, that's probably not the way to go about this. People will think you might have fallen out of a tree, but you can do it for you. And when that calm, confident, clear energy comes from you, that's how you actually positively impact other people, and that's how you change the world. So let me know how you go with these. I'd love to hear from you. Support@karenbrook.com.au. And if I can do anything else to help you, please reach out. Take care.